to Nta Uyo news of this hour. My name is Okun Ndo. The headlines. Akwa Ibom State Government promises transparency in project's execution. 14-year-old Chineye Precious launches 2 books in Ikorekpene. Plus, National Institute for Hospitality and Tourism holds maiden matriculation in Uyo. You're watching us via our social media platforms on Facebook and YouTube. And now to the news. The Akwa Ibom State Government has reaffirmed its commitment to timely project delivery, transparency, and accountable governance. Governor Umaino gave the commitment at the end of the July edition of Projects Delivery Meeting. Clement Bariku reports that the 2-day delivery meeting was held at the Banquet Hall, Government House, Uyo.
The monthly project delivery meeting reviewed progress on strategic projects across agriculture, healthcare, housing, transportation, tourism, and security. Governor Umaino described the monthly delivery meeting as an important accountability platform for assessing performance, resolving implementation challenges, and ensuring value for public funds.
And for me, I believe that we should be transparent, we should be accountable to the people from time to time.
Projects reviewed include the Ibom International Hospital, the International Market in Ikorekpene, the Oron Maritime Infrastructure Project, the Ibom International Hotel, chairmen's lodges across the 31 local government areas, youth development centers, and the House of Assembly complex. Day 1 of the meeting featured inspection of the 20 out of the 50 newly purchased CNG buses.
This certainly would impact on the lives of the citizens of Akwa Ibom State.
And I'm happy that he has keyed into this initiative in the interest of our people.
So yes, we're very pleased to be part of this revolution going on in the state, and we thank God for giving us Governor Umaino.
At the close of the second day's session, the governor made an unscheduled inspection of the Arise Palm Resort and the Ibom International Hotel to personally verify the progress of work on the tourism project, which are expected to be inaugurated later this year.
And so we had a presentation today on the International Hotel, Ibom International Hotel. And what his delivery timeline seems to be too good to be true. So we said, let's come on site. And I wanted our critical stakeholders to also see the work that has been done.
Governor Ino said his administration was entering its harvest season and reaffirmed its commitment to completing all ongoing projects within schedule to improve the lives of the people of the states. Clement Barikui, Nta News.
Thank you, Clement, for that report. We'll take our first break this morning. The news continues shortly after this time out. Please stay.
Welcome to Prisma International Hotels, located at number 5 Efangosanga Street, Afarafort, Overback Road, Uyo. When it comes to hospitality industry, nothing compares with comfort, exquisite services, and top-of-the-world security. These are what make Prisma Hotels a household name. At Prisma Hotels, you are assured of lavishly furnished, spacious rooms and suites with complimentary breakfast, top-class blue sea swimming pool, VIP and poolside bars, as well as restaurant where African and continental dishes are served at pocket-friendly rates. These are not all. There is high-speed internet service, closed-circuit television, spacious car park, 24-hour power and water supply, sparkle laundry and dry cleaning services, and above all, combat-ready security operatives. So whenever you are in Uyo or you are a resident in Uyo, capital city of Akwa Ibom State, make Prisma Hotels number 5 Efangosanga Street, Tafarafort, Overback Road, Uyo your choice, and you will cherish the experience. For bookings and inquiries, please call 081-3166-6660 or 0915-509-9989. Prisma International Hotels, hospitality par excellence.
NTA Television College refills JOS, a media hub with the pedigree of training professionals and non-professionals in the field of broadcasting and beyond, invites aspiring broadcasters to register for our short courses for the second quarter of 2026. From 13th April to 10th July 2026, the training will commence as follows: new technologies, optic fiber, IP technologies, automation storage management and wireless technology, foundation understanding of tax reform and practical application of reform strategies, intermediate presentation techniques, administration, a frontier of organizational success, basic camera operation, audio engineering operation and maintenance, digital satellite, microwave and RF technologies, AI marketing, intermediate drama techniques. These courses are designed to equip participants with practical, market-ready skills in a competitive environment. The college also runs diploma and degree courses. For registration details, course schedule and more information, visit our website at www.ntatvc.edu.ng or call these following numbers: 0803-838-4343, 0806-980-9897. NTA TV College, your gateway to media excellence. Announcer Management.
Welcome back and now to the rest of the news. A 14-year-old SS2 student of Federal Government College Ikoripene, Chinenye Precious Owonwane, has presented 2 books to the public. The books are The Spoiled Child and The Work and the Life of a Palm Wine Tapper. The Nta reports that this great feat came with 4 years sponsored scholarship upon completion of her secondary education to any federal or state tertiary institution of her choice by Mr. Eseme Udi.
Gathered here are parents, guardians, students, management of Federal Government College Ikoripene, and guests who are here to celebrate with Chinenye Precious Owonwane, the school's library prefect, who has taken a contribution to knowledge beyond the classroom to the wider society. The young author, who gave a brief overview of the books, charged other teenagers to strive to become better people in the society.
For the first child, I was inspired by things I observed around me. Children and teenagers who struggle with attitude, lack of discipline or entitlement, as well as the way parents and society respond to them.
The school director and principal, Mr. Didigu Enyi, described the event as a remarkable landmark, calling on other students to emulate the young star, Chinenye Precious.
It is indeed truly impressive to see such a dedicated student pursuing creative endeavors alongside academic responsibility. Chinenye, you have made us proud.
Some guests at the event, including Secretary to the State Government, Nta Uyo, represented, commended the young author for this remarkable achievement and encouraged young minds in the society to pursue academic excellence.
I hope Chinenye's accomplishment will encourage many other young people to be stronger in their gift, develop them with diligence, and use them to make a positive difference in society.
Looking at the child at that level, sitting down to compose himself and then compose the masterpieces we saw today is indeed great. And I'd like to use this opportunity to encourage all the children that were here today and the extension to the parents to encourage their children to get more creative.
Members of our family express gratitude to God for making this a reality and wishes the author well in her future endeavors.
I am impressed with what I'm seeing here, that a child in SS2 or SS3 could develop academically to the essence of having such a beautiful literature.
We realize that this is our talent. I want to encourage parents, please try to discover the talent of your daughter or your children early.
What has happened will inspire so many young people and even adults who have ideas but have been complacent.
We have seen here is a very great event, and it allows the upcoming children to learn.
I am very happy and I thank all of you. So Chinenye will go to places. This is just the starting point.
The books titled The Spoiled Child and The Work and Life of a Palm Wine Tapper is the first to be written by Chinenye Owonwane and is recommended for use by both parents and young minds in the society. from Ikorekpene local government area. Abasiyan Ekpeyon, NTA News.
Thank you, Vaseyana, for that report. National Institute for Hospitality and Tourism, Nta Uyo, has held its maiden matriculation ceremony for Pioneer Gold Standard Postgraduate Diploma Cohort 2025-2026. Fureta reports that the ceremony had as its theme professionalizing hospitality and tourism, driving economic growth in Akwa Ibom State.
The maiden matriculation ceremony for Pioneer Gold Standard Postgraduate Diploma Cohorts of National Institute for Hospitality and Tourism, Nta began with procession. The Director of State Operations, Nta, Akwa Ibom State, Victor Nta Uyo, reiterates that the program is not just another course, but an institute where every graduate who passes through will meet global standards of ethics, skills, and service delivery.
And we pray that this program continue. I pray that the state government will look into and give sponsorship and give encouragement to this program, especially to know how to really stabilize strongly in our Ibom State.
Keynote speaker Sir Charles Udo highlights that hospitality is not merely an industry, but philosophy of service, and that tourism is not about sightseeing, but an industry capable of creating opportunities across every sector of the economy. He charges the matriculating students to make the best of the opportunity in empowering themselves academically.
Buildings do not transform economies. Infrastructure matters. Oh yes, budgets matter. Oh yes, technology matters. But ultimately, nations rise because ordinary people choose extraordinary standards. And that responsibility rests with you.
Some guests and students, while appreciating God for the rare opportunity, urge intending students to key into the initiative
and encourage them to pursue excellence with all amount of their strength. They should also pursue discipline and innovation throughout their academic journey and in the civil service.
It's a privilege for me today because all around I have always been looking for a place, an opportunity to go to Abuja to study, but I just couldn't leave because of work. And then God brought them into Akwa Ibom State and I took that opportunity.
It's awesome. What we are getting there is intensive. It's so in-depth. I thank God Almighty today.
High point of the event was the oath taking and signing of the matriculation register. The National Institute for Hospitality and Tourism, Nta, is Nigeria's foremost regulatory and certifying body for hospitality, travel, and tourism industry, providing training, accreditation, and certification to industry professionals, ensuring that Nigeria's hospitality sector aligns with international best practices. In Uyo, Uforo Etu, and
another break beckons more stories after this time out. Please stay.
Water is life. Aqua Cardinali Water provides the highest quality drinking water. Aqua Cardinali Water is owned by the Catholic Diocese of Uyo, produced and packaged by Cadisem Enterprises Nigeria. It is available in 19 liters dispenser jar, 60 cl sachet, 50 cl and 75 cl table water. Visit Aqua Cardinali Water at number 34 Dominic Utuk Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Drink Aqua Cardinali Water, certified by NAFDAC and Standard Organization of Nigeria. Call 0903-288-2958. Aqua Cardinali Water. Drink pure. Stay healthy.
Mind-blowing innovation in hospitality. tastefully furnished rooms and apartments, cozy restaurant with local and continental dishes, exquisite bar, standard laundry and car wash, free Wi-Fi and 24-hour spa and water supply. Feel the superior quality of hospitality and luxury as you unwind and relish the comfort of life, all at the Silver Luxury Hotel, managed by Joy Hymns Limited, Itiam Utep Street, Plot 100 Units L, with Housing Estate Uyo, Okwamum State. For inquiries and reservations, please call 0806 840 1220 or 0701 661 7341. The Silver Luxury Hotel, oasis of comfort.
Welcome back. Glad to know you're still there. 6 suspects and 2 trucks containing 45,000 liters of ethanol, each apprehended by the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps NSCDC Akwa Ibom State Command, has been handed over to the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC. This is in line with the law and regulatory practice, as ethanol and related products fall under the regulatory purview of NAFDAC. Etienne Ibanga reports.
On Tuesday, June 23 and Saturday, June 27, 2026, operatives of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps in the state, acting on credible intelligence, intercepted and impounded 2 trucks suspected to be laden with adulterated ethanol believed to have been loaded from an illegal source in 2 separate operations. Following the completion of preliminary investigations, Akwa Ibom State Commandant of the NSCDC handed over the 2 trucks and suspects to NAFDAC for further investigation and necessary regulatory action.
Consequently, we wrote to NAFDAC to authenticate the license and documents presented by the suspect. The veracity of the license was confirmed with a request that the product, suspect, and conveying vehicle should be handed over to NAFDAC for necessary regulatory investigation, including sampling and laboratory analysis to ascertain identity, quality, composition, and compliance with relevant standards.
We for NAFDAC, safeguarding the health of the nation is what we do. That's not our mandate. And so for a product like this, though they might have the listing certificate to use such products, but for a product like this, we need to sample the product, do laboratory analysis to find out if the ethanol has been contaminated, or there has some contaminants in such product, because this kind of product could be used to manufacture other products.
The NSCDC says it remains committed to working closely with NAFDAC and all relevant stakeholders to rid Akwa Ibom State of the menace of adulterated and unsafe consumable products. Highlights of the events included official handover of the 2 trucks and documents to NAFDAC. In Uyo, Etienne Ibanga.
Thank you, Etienne, for that report. The federal government's reforms of the National Youth Service Corps (NYSC) has been described as necessary moves to reposition the scheme to meet up with the prevailing societal demands. Correspondent Doris Akamanye reports that this is the view of stakeholders and public analysts in Yenagoa, Bayelsa State.
The National Youth Service Corps (NYSC), established in 1973 by the then head of state, General Yakubu Gowon, after the Civil War, was designed to promote national unity, leadership, civil responsibility, and for Nigerian graduates to be actively involved in nation building. Today, no doubt that vision is gradually losing its purpose with the insecurity challenge and death of most corps members who are posted to various parts of the country for national service. So, with the approved reform of the federal government to drive the scheme with technology-driven up process, better protection of corps members, and 6-week orientation program for enhanced leadership, entrepreneurship, digital skill, specialized career stream, among others, stakeholders say is a welcome development.
I think that essentially the reforms are intended to better the scheme. And so we want to appreciate and commend Mr. President for the thoughtfulness and the courage to even do this reform 53 years after. I think it's a commendable one.
Society is dynamic, life is dynamic,
NYSC has been here for the past 53 years, and so everything changes in life. So the reform is a good thing. If there's no reform, you won't see the society evolve as it is today.
While some appreciate the effort of the present administration, there are people who are skeptical about the 6-week camp duration.
They should not talk about skills in orientation camp. It's not the best thing. If you want to give skill, they should look at it holistically, that when you are in the university, there should be time for you to learn a skill. Let them build a part of the curriculum of the university, so that as you're graduating, you already have learned a skill.
Basically, the scheme will now have less military administration, more career skills, safer posting, and allow concentration on core members of area of specialization. From Borough Town,
it is undisputable reality that the Nigerian child is part of the country's treasure. Despite this, many children across the nation continue to face harsh realities and growing challenges that threaten not only their well-being but also the future of the nation. Charity James in this report examines the plight of Nigerian children and how to secure a brighter future for every Nigerian child.
It is commonplace knowledge that children are a special gift from God and the hope of any nation. In Nigeria, the children have continued to display exceptional brilliance in creativity, resilience in academics, sports, music, and other potential embedded in them.
Today indeed is a great day. Having students and pupils around the state.
Despite enormous potential, Nigerian children remain vulnerable in society, battling several challenges ranging from environmental, social, and economic factors, which do not only affect their growth, but also threaten the future of Nigeria from actualizing its ideals among the Committee of Nations.
Many children suffer of talking. Instead of going to school, they do work that they are not meant to do, which their parents force them to do, and it is not good for them.
We also have a situation whereby Nigerian parents force their girl children into early marriages, which is very wrong. A child is supposed to be allowed to go to school and marry at the appropriate age and at their will.
Children are being harassed, they are picked up from the streets. Some even do disguise as if they will come in a way that they can do as if they know our parents. They will pick us to unknown locations and then slaughter us, then use us for rituals and all those things. And I also think that parents that normally go out, they drink alcohol, they smoke, they just come back and start beating their children for no reason, making them harassed and making them to live in a world that they don't feel free.
You discover that some children will come to the school and then they will faint. You ask them, did you eat when you leave the house? They said no. Why? Your parents were not around. So a Nigerian child is faced with so much challenge. What about child abuse? Today we see children being kidnapped, we see children living as house help, and then those house help will have to trek for miles to school.
Rape even in the house, not to talk about outside. We have seen another thing like child labor, child battering.
For some Nigerian children and others, hope begins with protection, care, and opportunity.
They said compulsory, free and compulsory education, and we need to emphasize and we need to enforce this again, and the security agencies need to go on the street and also arrest these children and take these children back to the classroom, and also a government should cater for these children, and parents also should take care of these children in terms of insecurity. They should not leave these children to walk alone.
I appeal to government to enforce child rights law.
Government should tighten security for children to make them feel.
As the country continues to work towards national development, it is the belief of many that investing in the well-being, education, and protection of children remain some of the surest ways of building a stronger Nigeria. In Uyo, Charity James, NTA News.
Thank you, Charity, for the report. And of course, we've come to the end of our package this morning. Thanks for watching and do have a productive week.